Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to your Thursday news roundup video. So what I've got here is a selection of things that I found on the internet that I wanted to share with you because I think it's all sort of quite interesting, including figure reveals and indeed some updates. I'll also then keep you up to date with what's going on with this YouTube channel. Talking of which, I'm making my way through the box of the mainline figures from Transformers 1. I've got the mainline Prime review coming up today, as well as a full comparison video with the Studio series. So that will be live in a few hours, or you may see that before you see this video, but it will be live today as soon as I get it put up. In the meantime, let's show you some other things that are happening in the world of Transformers. Now, you may have already seen this. This is great. I've seen this on his Instagram already. It's a few days old. That is legitimately a giant head of Optimus Prime, but it is made out of chocolate. Now, I can never pronounce this guy's name right. Amori Gishon, maybe that's right or not. So if you've not got Instagram and you've not seen this, head to TFW 2005, or you can just type into Google Amori Gishon and watch him make a giant Optimus Prime head out of chocolate. It's really quite interesting, to be honest, and indeed incredibly clever. Right, moving on to some more things that are going on in Japan. So these are Mochi bots. Now, we've seen these before because we've seen wave 1 and 2. So this is wave 3. This is Prowl, Smokescreen, Blue Streak and Mirage. Now what these are, they are chibi sort of style little plush teddies, little figures like that, and these are on display, shall we say, at the moment in Japan. At the moment they're going to be available for the Asian markets only. However, I did see some of these sneak onto Amazon Japan towards the end of last year. So this is wave 3. As I said, they've already got the previous waves out, and as I've just said, you know, these are cute. They do look sort of chibi style, and if I could get them readily available quite easily, I probably would get them because my kids would love them. But I just wanted to share that with you, and as I say, I know I've got lots of viewers in Japan who can probably just order it straight away. Right, moving on to Transformers 1, there's going to be so much of that over the next few weeks, obviously. So the official soundtrack to the Transformers 1 score has been released online courtesy of composer Brian Tyler via his YouTube account. So if you want to get that, again, I'm still trying to stay away from it as much as I can, but it's really, really hard because it's everywhere right now. Right, Takara Tomy, Cybertron and Autobot Commander. Now, this was a set of collector's cards that they've got in Japan. At the moment, I've got no individual images of any of the cards, and when I zoom in, they don't look that great. So this is another set of 10, and what these are, you can tell by the title, and indeed just by looking at them. These are Autobot leaders on special collector's cards. Now, I don't know how many of these they're going to be getting, and at the moment, it's still unclear to me where I can get them outside of Japan. So if anybody knows, or if anybody wants to help, drop a comment, because I know loads of people will be interested in them. This is, as I say, wave 1 was released in July, and this is wave 2. So anybody out there who can help me, because I know that it was sort of like a buyer tie-in thing. You had to spend a certain amount, like 3,000 yen, I think it was. Yeah, it says there, on Transformers products to receive one. So whether or not we're going to be able to get them, I'm not too sure, but they do look great, and I wanted to again share that with you. Possible first look at Super 7 upcoming. So I'm going to be doing loads of Super 7 reviews soon. I've got all the Ultimates, but in the meantime, it looks like they've got a whole new wave of the smaller figures coming out. That is, of course, Ghost Starscream. We've got Grimlock, but in dinosaur mode. We've got, are they calling him Rumble, or are they calling him Frenzy? They're calling him Rumble. So there you go. I'm going to read what it says on the card there, because that's exactly what they say. And indeed, by the looks of this, we've got RC as well. Now that's incredible, because that's got to tie in very well, of course, with the prototype that we've just seen in Tokyo as well. They're also going to be releasing a Megatron. That is brilliant. That looks very much like the old VHS cases for the cartoon. So again, very clever. I like the way they're tying everything in quite neatly. Right, something that I feature a lot on this channel is the Transformers sunbow and Marvel script archive website. Now they've got not just Transformers, they've got everything, but what they've got this time online, the full 1987 lineup of Flint Dille's Transformers character binder, which is incredibly interesting because 87 was, of course, Headmasters, etc. So there's some really interesting artwork, really interesting notes. Here's just a couple of screenshots. This is via TFW 2005, but as I say, you can go to the Sunbow Marvel archive. So there's just a few images here to share with you. There's some notes. What's really interesting, if you look at it, first and foremost, obviously that's Flywheels, which, funnily enough, I'll show you in a second, because there's a third-party company had a take on that as well. When you get to the Headmasters, there you go, there's the Monster Bot. That's obviously Repugnus, and that was approved September the 17th, 1986. Brainstorm, when was that approved? You can't make that out because they've just obviously, the date hasn't fully come through. We've got Ape Face, but of course all of these were approved in 86. There's of course my favourite Scorponok in 86, ready for 1987. So again, you can lose a morning, a day, whatever, just catching up, and it's so nostalgic, it's fantastic. New Transformers 1 character posters. So this is via, again, the official Instagram. 5 new posters drawn by Cody Abdo, and that's aka Boss Logic. So this is, again, just the main characters at the moment. These, funnily enough, have been all over the Hasbro Instagram, Transformers Instagram, which is great. And they do look fantastic. Look at these. Brilliant artwork. And yeah, as I say, just the hype train at the moment is huge for these. Right, moving on to third party very quickly. This is Iron Factory's take on a Samurai Red Alert. Now, they've already started a Samurai collection. If you want to see this without the glare, head to Iron Factory's Weibo page. And basically, because Iron Factory aren't licensed by Hasbro or Takara, they can't call them by their proper names because they transform. So in this case, what they tend to do is just put a little spin on them. So they get our favourite characters. And then they, as I say, in this particular case, in instance, they turn them into samurais, which in honesty is quite good. I've reviewed their Prowl figure on here. They've got a full lineup. These are legend scale figures and they do look good, but in my experience with them, the ball joints pop off quite a lot, but you can't argue that they do look pretty good. This is what I can't wait for as well. Dr. Wu are now teasing us with their take on a flywheels. As soon as I know that it comes available for pre-order, I will of course let you know. Places where you can pre-order loads of things from our Show Z website, of course. There's New Age's Megatron and indeed Take on Snarl. You can get the Missing Link figures. You can get 3-0 in YOLO Park Transformers 1. You can get God Bomber. There's so many figures on here, guys. There's everything apart from Generations and Studio Series main. There's more God Bombers with the box set. There's more New Age. There's more Doctor Wu and everything on there. So with regards to the channel, I've just got so much Transformers 1 stuff to catch up with. I need to get a Jinrai video up again just to show you guys and differentiate between the two. But as always, guys, thank you very much for the support. It's a crazy time at the moment, and I'm really pleased for everybody who's getting to go and watch Transformers 1 a full 4 weeks before me in the UK. But there you go. Thanks very much for watching. Take care.